Hello everybody, welcome to Scott's NBA Talk. Yesterday I talked about the NBA draft winners. Today I'm going to talk about the NBA non-winners instead of losers. I don't really like using the word losers, although you could call it that, I guess. The non-winners. So let's get going.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody, no. Ain't nobody, no. Ain't nobody, no. Ain't nobody got time for that. Always yeah, we got it from the mud. I mean, we started from the bottom. Working since I was a cub. Now the Grizzly got them hiding. Now them tickets we ain't buying. Quick fixes we ain't trying. Young links we ain't clicking. Complaints get evicted. Yeah, we loaded to the grind. Only wasting all my time. Couple seconds I can find. Ignore hate like I'm blind. I don't do bad vibes. Feel me like a landmine. You know me coming last night. I don't want it if it ain't mine. All they want is to shine. I'ma rock for them guys. Come along for the ride. The journey really is the prize. Record label trying to bribe. Told them I ain't gon' sign. They said they gon' make another me. I said, boy, it's only one of me. Ain't nobody, no. Ain't nobody, no. Ain't nobody, no. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody, no. Ain't nobody, no. Ain't nobody, no. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Alright, let's get into... want to open up with some music. Let's get into the draft non-winners last Thursday night. First one, I went with Boston Celtics. Now, they did get a good guy in Jason Tatum, but I don't understand. I guess, you trade the number one pick. You could have just went in and drafted him one, or you could have just took Markelle Fultz. I don't get what you're doing. I mean, are you really trying to compete with Cleveland? Or are you hoping for 3 years from now, oh, okay, LeBron's older, so, hopefully by then these guys will develop. I thought they would have, kept the number one pick and gone with Markelle Fultz, which I think he's going to be a very good player. And Isaiah Thomas, while he had very good numbers last year, almost averaged 30 a game, you're going to want to pay him $200 million this offseason. I don't think so. $40 million a year for 5 years, I think is what I was hearing, or $200 million 5-year deal. I wouldn't want to pay that much for a 5'8" guy who can't defend. Now, he could score, but I just felt Boston, other than the number 3 pick, I don't know, they should have traded for, they should have traded, like, some of these picks for Jimmy Butler, or Paul George, or I don't know about Melo, but, like, Jimmy Butler or Paul George definitely should have traded for that. They should have got on the phones right away, and then, I guess because Josh Jackson didn't make it to the workout, they chose Tatum instead. Although I guess in a way they needed someone who could score. But if you'd have took Josh Jackson, I would have said you would have had a 3-headed monster on defense on the wings: Avery Bradley, Jay Crowder, and Josh Jackson. I just wasn't that impressed with Boston's draft. Other than the 3rd pick, I don't know. But really, there was nobody that high that was a power forward or a center that you could take. So, and they took with the 53rd and the 56th, they took shooting guards. I don't know if they're going to plan to sign these guys or not. And then they took a 6'7" guy Out of SMU, I can't even say his name. Ojeleye. I just wasn't moved by that. Now, the second non-winner, I'd say this team did worse than Boston. A lot worse than Boston. And that's the Brooklyn Nets. They traded off Brook Lopez and one of their first round, I think it was the 27th pick, for Timothy Mozgov, who was making $64 million for 4 years. And then they took on D'Angelo Russell. Now, he might be... I don't know how that's going to work. He's probably going to have to play shooting guard because you got Jeremy Lin as your point, and that's the way it should be. I just don't get what Brooklyn was doing. And let's see who they drew, though. They took a Jarrett Allen out of Texas, which I'm okay with that pick. I just wasn't okay with the move that Brooklyn made. You know, you helped the Lakers. Because Brook Lopez, I think, is an expiring contract. So now you just made it like, okay, they're going to have money to go, Lakers are going to have money to go get LeBron, or, I almost said Kobe. What am I thinking? Kobe retired. LeBron or Paul George. You know, or maybe Dwayne Wade even. I don't know. So I thought Brooklyn did not do good. Denver, I don't know. Denver is another one to me that was not a draft winner. I don't know what they were thinking. You know, they traded their 13th pick for Trey Lyles, who's an okay player, but you already have Kenneth Faried. Alright, I mean, are you going to trade Kenneth Faried off? I don't know. Are you trying to go stretch 4? I don't know. I mean, so you traded off. I'm looking at my notes. Okay, you traded off for a power forward, Trey Lyles. You got Kenneth Faried. Then you go with the 24th pick and you take Tyler Linden out of Syracuse. Now, are you going to play him at small forward? I heard he was like small forward at one time. Are you going to do that? I mean, you could have kept the 13th pick and gone with what Toronto did, OG Anunoby. I mean, you could have done that. I don't know why you didn't. I just don't get what direction Denver's going. I mean, I really don't. I mean, are they really rebuilding? I mean, what's going on in the Mile High City? So I just was not impressed with Denver all that much. And my last non-winner, it's got to be the Chicago Bulls. Now, granted, yes, they got a young point guard in Chris Dunn. Zach LaVine, although he's coming off injury. So, and then they got Lauri Markkanen, who I'm not really sold. I don't think he's going to be as good as Dirk Nowitzki. Yeah, I know Dirk played for Dallas. But, I mean, is he going to be 80% of Dirk? Dirk could score 25 a game. Can Lauri Markkanen score like 17, 18 a game? That's going to be a question. So I'm not sure what Chicago's doing. And then are they going to buy out Rajon Rondo? And then Dwayne Wade, to me, got screwed. Because, okay, well, he kind of screwed himself. Because I think he went and, re-signed or something. Or I guess one more year. Right? Thinking Jimmy Butler going to still be on the team. And then, Minnesota does that wonderful trade. And the other thing that gets me, why I can't put Chicago as a winner, if you're really trying to rebuild, why did you give the 16th pick to Minnesota? I think that Minnesota would have just bid on the 7th pick. I don't think you had to give Minnesota the 16th pick. So you really shot yourself in the foot. You could have had 2 young pieces. And then also, you go and trade off, I think it was the 38th pick. You take $3.5 million and you go trade off Jordan Bell to the Golden State Warriors, who has just gotten even more better now. So, to me, the draft non-winners were Boston, Brooklyn, Denver, and Chicago. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I almost put Orlando on there. And I think the two guys they selected was good. But the only thing that made me not think Orlando was even a draft winner, they're not a complete draft loser though, is when they traded off their 25th pick. Yeah. They traded off their 25th pick to Philadelphia. And then the very next pick, Portland picks up Caleb Swanigan, who had a double-double. Now I think Caleb Swanigan would have been a great backup to Aaron Gordon. If Aaron Gordon, goes out, let's say Aaron Gordon plays 28 to 35 minutes, well, you could put Caleb out there for, about 13 to 20 minutes. And so Orlando's not a complete, non-winner, but they're not exactly... I think that was a bad move by trading off that pick. And then they also ended up trading off Yvonne Rabb, although he's not that good on defense, so I'm not completely sold. I mean, I would have been okay if he came off the bench, because could have had Bismack, and then Yvonne would have, Bismack would have made up for Yvonne Rabb. But you couldn't take Caleb Swanigan, I guess you say it. But again, Boston, Brooklyn, Denver, Chicago. Who to you was not a non-winner in this draft? Or I guess you can call it draft loser if you want. Who do you had the worst draft? Send me your comments. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. I would love to get 1,000 views on this. If you got anything you'd like to see on the channel, send me your comments and I'll try my best to do it. Thank you, and have a great day.
Woke up feeling like an all-star, so I went and got some Converse, put some holy jeans on, but I unholy, man, I need church. Self-righteousness, that's the worst. I guess it mean that I'm the worst. I ain't perfect, man, I need church. Wrote some joints, but I don't need no funds, trying to run the shit like I'm Captain Kirk. We tie 'em up and they got the hurt, just sing the beat, cause I got the verse. Your favorite rapper up in the hearse. No paper, I ain't even rehearsed. You can get Rihanna, but it ain't gonna work. Shout my fans, just buying merch. I will be all on their shirt. Do they love how I do it? My God be the truest. And I know where I came from. And I'm still my day one. She got the sauce, she ain't A1. Check his clock, what he made from. I will be who will overcome any roadblocks and get overrun. Ain't nobody, no. Ain't nobody, no. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody, no. Ain't nobody, no. Ain't nobody, no. Ain't nobody got time for that. Always
Thank you for watching this video, and again, I want to give a shout out to Fidel for letting me use his music in some of my videos. I thank you very much, Fidel. I hope someday to get to come see one of your concerts. In case some of you don't know, Fidel is a Christian rapper. He is awesome. I encourage you to check out his music. Thank you. And send your comments about what you think about the draft, the winners and the losers, or the non-winners, if you want, whatever you want to call it that way. Thank you.